Hey man, you ever looking to flat Earth? Flat Earth? Once you go flat, you never go back. Flat Earth, flat Earth, flat Earth. Once you go flat, you never go back. Flat Earth. Look into it. Once you go flat, you never go back. Flat Earth, flat Earth. Once you go flat, you never go back. Flat Earth. Look into it.
I mean, even like, I'm glad I've sort of interacted with Troy Thinking, really, because we have had some backs and forths on my channel, and just to actually speak with him, you know what I mean? We're all humans. So I've got, you know, gained more respect for him myself, do you know what I mean? Because he's obviously not a horrible bloke, is he? He's just, you know, trying to find truth, which we all were, you know. No, I like it. I like it. I'm actually learning a lot as well. I've never, ever been in a debate as such. So even that, just talking with Troy Thinking then was like the first time I've even interacted with a flat earther. And, you know.
From Troy Thinking. Do you think water level has a curvature, and can you prove that you are correct? Yes, level does mean curved. Basically, level is level with the center of mass. So, you know, you obviously think level means flat, but it doesn't. I don't know why everyone seems to think that it does.
From that,
I think things just got a little interesting, and this is what I really asked for today. To the sun gods that are burning me out here. I said, please make somebody with the opposite view and somebody to maybe have a little combo with Speak Truth over here. And thank you, Try Thinking, for joining, because Try Thinking is kind of a should I be calling you a flat earther, Try Thinking?
Yeah, call me a realist.
A realist. Oh, shit, we got a truther and a realist. All right, guys. So if everybody, please be kind. I don't know how long, you know, Sick Truth is going to be hanging out. You can stay the whole show. I mean, it's good. I love it. But if we mute ourselves and let Sick Truth have a little combo with Try Thinking for a little bit, that would be awesome. Just to hear both of them, their points of view, have a little back and forth. Cool,
Sweet.
everybody? Yes, sir.
let's go for it.
All right.
Try Thinking, though, can you not say the word level?
What do you mean?
No, I'm only joking.
You've just said it.
How are you, buddy? I know we have a bit of a back and forth, but we're all humans, aren't we?
Yeah, you've got an army over there on your YouTube chat, haven't you?
I do have people seem to want to fight my corner.
Are you the one that Conspiracy Cat's Globe whispered back to the Globe?
Yeah, he debunked me basically. But, well, on the Baldy Cats channel. But yeah, he debunked me.
Really? What was it? What was the turning point?
Well, my turning point, and I know you're going to say you can't look up to know what shape the Earth is, but it was moon observations, and just kind of the fact that the moon in the southern hemisphere is upside down to the northern hemisphere, things like that, just physically impossible with a physical object. And I kind of just, yeah, you know, there's many other ways, but that was what got me, was realizing that the moon, the way we observe it, is only possible on a globe.
Okay, cool. So when you were a flat earther, you obviously believed that level was horizontal, right?
Yeah, I mean, flat Earth, I just literally, yeah, I mean, I thought, say, if you had, I don't know, a pole in the ground, 90 degrees, you know, horizontal or whatever, 300 miles away, I thought that they would be exactly level with each other. Yeah, so yeah, I was I thought the Earth was flat.
That'd be plumb, not level. The sticks wouldn't be level with each other, would they? Level's horizontal, right? That's on the other plane, perpendicular to plumb.
Yeah, but like I say, that would be on a flat Earth, they'd be, you know, the sort of they'd be equal with each other, wouldn't they? If you know what I mean. But obviously on a globe, they're not.
Okay, so when the moment you turn back to globe, then that bent, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think there's things that you just, you know, obviously this whole thing of like, bendy water. Once the mind clicks in the fact that like, these observations I'm making are impossible on a flat Earth, there has to be bendy water. You know, there just has to be.
Well, how do you account then for, like I say this to quite a few people, water level is a tool that establishes a horizontal plane of reference.
Yeah, but I mean that's only obviously over a small distance, isn't it? If you've got like a 12-foot level, you know, if you had a 12-foot level, it's gonna, you know, it's measuring that, isn't it? You know, and the actual water bubble, it's used by gravity, so a water level instantly confirms gravity.
You don't know what a water level is then as a tool. It's not a spirit level. Spirit level has a spirit in it. Like, water level's a different sort of tool.
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, like
Yeah.
a water level is a pipe with water in it, like a big long tube with water.
Oh yeah,
Or
okay, yep.
Any device that uses water.
Yeah.
So how long do you reckon that could get then, a tube, before it stopped actually being a horizontal plane of reference?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. But obviously, I think there's only about one degree difference every, I don't know, say 10 miles or something. I don't know exactly. But with water levels, things like that, you know, you really have to be looking at distances of say 4, 5, 6 miles. You know, I don't know how long this water level is you're thinking of.
Well, there's a canal near me that goes 15 miles in between locks.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that'd be level, wouldn't it?
Well, to the eye, yeah, but it's going to be following the curvature of Earth.
Water levels, the tool, don't need a line of sight.
I'm not
So-
sure. Like I say, I'm not. I don't even really know what a water level is. I know what a spirit level is, but not a water level. I think I know what you mean. Like a long tube, and then you know, obviously, the water at one end will be the same height as the other. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. A horizontal plane of reference. That's what level is, right?
Like I say, I don't know. I don't know. You're so stuck up on what words mean. But that is not my speciality, is like level or horizontal. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's plenty of other people that know a lot more than I do on them subjects. But it's, you know, I'm not, like I say, I'm not a scientist, but I worked it out just using critical thinking. Do you know what I mean? And then everything else, the level, you know, gravity exists. A spirit level confirms that. Anywhere you put that level, it's going to be pulled towards the center of mass.
The level would be pulled towards the center of mass. I'm not
The
so sure I'm with you.
water. Well, it would show when you move the spirit level, when you get that little bubble in between the two lines, that will be perfectly level with the center of gravity towards the center
okay.
of mass.
But you could get a longer straight edge and put that level on top of it, and then that would make this straight edge level, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and then say if that straight edge was 2 miles long, you'd notice that at each end it wouldn't be touching the floor.
Really? Well, like, say if you did it over the canal water, then would you still think that would there be a rise in the middle if you was to put that over water?
If you got a 2 mile long, perfectly straight piece of wood that is just, you know, perfectly level, and then put that on the water, there should, of course, be a gap either side because there's a curve.
Brilliant. That's another one for the. You know, I'm doing a water level test,
Right.
and that what you've just explained fits perfectly for the fact that you'd predict there should be a rise in the center.
No, because I don't know. I used to think that. As a flat earther, I used to think that, you know, say if you had a person at point A and someone 2 miles away, the highest point between you would be the middle. That's the way I used to think as a flat earther. Well, basically, I used to think, it's hard to describe, but, you know, that's what I was thought as a flat earther, but not anymore.
You thought there was a rise in the middle as a flat earther, but now you're a globe believer again. You think what? I'm a little bit unsure.
No, so am I. I mean, like I say, this is a subject that I know. I even knew that you'd come on and have this chat. But obviously, you discuss this with people like Fight the Flat Earth, and they're much more capable of explaining things like this. Do you know what I mean? That's why I'm saying, like, I can accept when I don't know things, and I do not know that. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what you're talking about enough to be able to actually discuss it with you.
Oh, cool. You got
You
any
guys
questions
wanna-
for me? Do you think
Yeah.
you could get
Do you
me
guys
to
wanna-
be?
Before, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
to
I've got a
interrupt.
question for you. So, are you of the thought that you can't look up to know what shape the planet is?
Yeah, you can't,
But what makes you think that?
because you can't look up and tell what shape it is underneath your feet because you're not looking at it. You need to surely you need to measure what you're trying to do with, right?
I mean, yeah, like someone said that to me the other day. Like, oh, I need a scientific method experiment of how to prove this and that. But I didn't need to do any experiments. I just looked at photos. I got my cousin in Australia to take a photo of the moon, and then to me that moon was 180 degrees flipped. It's just things like that it is impossible on a flat Earth. And it is, obviously from the start when you've got into this, you've heard, oh, you can't look up to prove what shape the planet is, and obviously now you're stuck on that idea. But it is the easiest way, and that's why you've been sort of brainwashed into that belief.
You've got a cousin or something in the in Australia. We're after somebody to do some photo shoot things with. We've got a good thing going on with the moon at the minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you ever done star trails with the moon?
Star Trails of the Moon, no.
On your model, your new one, not the old one, the new one, the Earth revolves around the sun and the moon revolves around the Earth. True?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, right. Well, now, would you imagine that the moon travels with the stars or against the stars, or what do you imagine?
Well, I suppose that's sort of wherever the moon would be in the hemisphere. I suppose if it's in the northern hemisphere, it would be going. I don't know. It might be the other way around, but be going with the stars. In the southern, it would be going against,
Okay.
or the other way around.
Yeah. Do you reckon it'd ever go like perpendicular to the stars at any point?
Perpendicular. What? Just following the same path.
Well, just as the moon revolves around the Earth, and the Earth revolves around the sun, then would you imagine that the moon goes with the stars or against the stars, or it varies?
Well, as a guess, I would say it would just vary depending on which hemisphere you were in.
Cool. Would you be
Which would be-
surprised to hear that all star trails that have been done with the sun, or with the moon, seem to suggest that the moon travels with the stars at the same speed and on the same arc?
Or the Earth spins.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of it's not, obviously you've got it in your head that the stars are spinning around the Earth, but it's not, it is
the moon
trail.
travels with the stars in exactly the same path.
To your
anything to
personal
illustrate?
view.
You got an illustration? I'd like to see that because I'm trying to put it on my mind and I really cannot understand.
Yeah,
what
I can't get my head
It's a
around
little
it.
confusing.
Have you got Discord, right?
Yeah.
I'll drop you a star trail with the moon in your Discord for you that
I'll pull it up.
I've done.
Because obviously the moon
my
takes,
son's
I think the moon takes like 28 days or something, doesn't it, to actually get round the Earth. It's just going to be one of these things that, you're looking at it to your view, to a camera, that's what it looks like. But those star trails are because the Earth is moving.
Yeah, the what is the funny part is that they all travel at the same speed and direction as the moon. Obviously, the moon's a lot brighter, so doing star trails with the moon in shot isn't like one of the best for clarity because obviously the moon's very bright.
While you shared that one, Erebus shared one with me. This is what Erebus showed. What we got here, man? Just click on my. You should be sharing
Let's have a
that.
look.
So that must have been taken near the equator. And you can see there where one of the star trails is going upright, the other one coming down. So that there is obviously confirmation there that it's the Earth that is spinning. That must have been near the equator.
How do you explain the two different rotations there? I mean, I can't get myself to understand how that could possibly happen. If you imagine yourself as rotating, then how do you have two different rotation marks there? I mean, logically,
It's like you're sitting on the axle between two wheels turning in the same direction.
what? So there's two wheels.
No, you have two different directions. You have star trails that are represented by the wheels, the roundness of the wheels. And if you look south, if you look right,
It's
they
just looking
rotate
in the same
in one
direction, though,
direction.
Sean.
and if you look to the left, they rotate in the same in the opposite direction.
Yeah, that would suggest to me that that is optical or a lensing effect.
No.
I
No,
don't
that's
think-
just looking at a rotation from opposite sides.
Wait, that's your first go-to? Is it's optical?
Optical, yeah.
Well,
No,
can you logically explain how you've got two different rotation points?
I just explained it.
I'll model it if you want, and I'll show you. It's actually really, really simple. If you stand on the Earth and you remove yourself from being the Earth, but you're stood on it,
You
then
heard his giggle. He already knows.
Yeah.
All
Who
right,
knows?
trolling.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, the chuckle gives it away.
But the moon
You should-
always travels with.
Try
the
thinking. I'm waiting on you.
stars.
I'm waiting on your image on Discord.
They're in Discord. I've just dropped them off.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's a little clips, videos. Perfect.
yeah, it's
Let me-
just two star
let's
trail.
Stop. I'm gonna share my full screen so I can play from the actual Discord. Entire screen, no audio, right? I cannot share audio.
No,
I mean, try thinking if the stars rotated above our heads, horizontal to the plane, you couldn't. The star trails that they left would be oval, not circular. When you look at a circle from an angle, it's an oval. We don't see oval star trails.
All right, what are we looking at here?
it's just the moon traveling in the same direction as the stars.
What makes
I've never got one yet that the moon travels
you're making
in
a
different
presupposition
way
right there.
than.
You're claiming that the moon is moving and the stars are moving.
Yep.
Where's
Not
your
we
evidence?
What?
Where's your evidence?
Watch him.
That those objects are the ones that are moving in this particular photo or this video.
Yeah, because the
So-
camera is stationary in the back garden.
The thing is, you gotta understand the speeds involved. So Earth rotates once per day. The moon goes around the Earth once a month. That's much slower.
Yep.
So the moon is not going to appear to move. That movement is just because we are rotating. We can't. There is going to be some movement of the moon, but we're not going to detect it in that space of time. So that's why the moon appears it's traveling at the same speed as the stars.
And I hate to burst anybody's bubble, but on a flat Earth, that would not be how the moon would move.
No.
Do you got that graphic?
Nope.
You're gonna pull up, Stingray? Let's see.
It moved horizontal to the plane, basically, like a
Yeah.
smiley face.
Yeah, there's no way you could capture an image like that on a flat Earth with any
Sure,
with,
you're-
with any arrangement of dome or,
Let's just
or
keep
any
it
arrangement of
in
moon.
real. That is
It
the
is.
image that we got.
Yeah, I
Sean,
stand by
your
my
camera
previous
work.
statement.
This is let me jump in 1 second. Seek truth, speak truth. What do you think? Because this is kind of a new animal that you're jumping into, you know. Because it's
Yeah.
cool to have this one-on-one, but it is cool. We have somebody and try to break it down by the molecules, and there's some details that you can see the whole picture. You say, yeah, I understand it, but somebody tries
Yeah.
speaking and it make you scratch your head like, wait a minute, you know, let me try to figure this out. How are you feeling with the topic? How it's going?
No, I like it. I like it. I'm actually learning a lot as well. I've never ever been in a debate as such. So even that, just talking with Troy Thinking then was like the first time I've even interacted with a flat earther. And you know, I love you guys popping up, like say Sean Hawkins and things. I watch him, and it's just I'm here to learn as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know,
Cool.
I'm here to learn.
I like it, and it's good to be honest. And when you say like, I don't know, I haven't thought about that, or like, then show me, you know, tell me your point of view. It's good to listen to them. Some of the guys, and I appreciate it, you know, very knowledgeable guys. We got Stingray, Blue Marble, Flatter Matt, Leal, Sean Hawkins, all of you. Some of you, they say like, oh my God, you don't understand it. But I'm over here like, wait, I don't understand it either. So please allow them to speak. Let me hear them. And you guys like, oh, this is so dumb. Chance to explain, to see, you know, for me and others to understand it better. So this is what I say is good to give people a chance to speak so we can understand really well their point of view before we address them, maybe repeatedly and again, but sometimes you actually have to revisit in a more simplistic way.
I mean, even like I'm glad I've sort of interacted with Troy Thinking really, because we have had some backs and forths on my channel, and just to actually speak with him, you know what I mean? We're all humans. So I've got, you know, gained more respect for him myself, do you know what I mean? Because he's obviously not a horrible bloke, is he? He's just, you know, trying to find truth, which we all were, you know.
True that.
Always.
Dean,